Your words are spells, and your thoughts may have been unconsciously shaped. The words you use every day might be the invisible barrier holding you back from the life you truly want. But here's the thing. It's not your fault. You've been shaped by society's language, programmed to think within boundaries that you didn't even realize existed. But what if I told you that you could break free from these limitations with the right words? In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to harness the vibrational power of language and create a reality that aligns with your dreams. This isn't just information, it's a chance to transform your life. You're the main character in your story, and it's time to reclaim your power. Let me ask you this first. Have you ever felt like your life is running on autopilot? Like your goals, beliefs, and even the words you use were all decided before you had a say in them? If you've ever felt trapped in a reality that doesn't feel like your own, the reason might go deeper than you think. Because the words you use daily are far more powerful than you realize. They quietly program your mind, shape the way you see the world, and set invisible boundaries on what you believe is possible. And this programming started the moment you learned to speak. But here's the secret. Words aren't just tools for communication. They're tools for control. By choosing the right words, you can open doors to success, love, and happiness. But if you're not careful, the wrong words can trap you in a mental prison of self-doubt and limitation. That's why this video is different. It's here to show you how to break free from the hidden codes in language that have been keeping you stuck, and how to unlock the words that will set you free. This isn't just a theory. It's a guide to unlocking new possibilities in your life. And there's real science behind this. Every word, every thought sends signals in your brain that reshape how you perceive the world and what you think is possible. But the majority of people, 99% of them, are completely unaware of this process. Right now, you're among the lucky few who have the chance to break free from this cycle. Don't miss it. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to rewrite your reality with words that bring success, joy, and freedom into your life. This isn't just another video, it's a doorway to a brand new chapter. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every belief you hold, every goal you chase, and every decision you've made has been shaped by forces you never even noticed. It's almost as if a spell was cast on you the moment you learned to speak. But here's the unsettling truth. Language itself is a system of control, filled with hidden meanings, designed to keep you confined within invisible limits. Now is the time to break those limits. It's time to take back control of your thoughts, your words, and your life. Your transformation begins here. Your words are spells, and your thoughts might be unknowingly shaped. The words you use every day could be creating invisible barriers that keep you from the life you want. But this isn't your fault. Society's language has programmed you to think within specific frameworks and boundaries. But what if I told you that you could break free from these limits with the right words? Right now, you can learn how to use the vibrational power of language to reshape your reality. This isn't just information, it's your chance to take control of your life. Remember, you're the main character of this story, and it's time to reclaim your role. Think about this. Have you ever felt like your life is running on autopilot? Like your goals, beliefs, and even the words you use were all set long before you had a say in them? If you've ever felt stuck in a reality that doesn't truly fit you, the reason might be deeper than you think. Because every word you use is more powerful than you realize. Words silently program your mind, shaping the way you perceive the world and drawing invisible lines around what you think is possible. And this programming might have started the moment you learned to speak. Here's the unknown secret. Words aren't just tools for communication, they're mechanisms of control. By choosing the right words, you can open doors to success, happiness, and love. But the wrong words can silently trap you in a prison of doubt and limitations without you even noticing. That's why this message is different. It's not just about revealing the hidden codes within language, but about showing you the magic words that will set you free. This isn't just theory, it's a guide to unlocking your true potential. And there's science behind this too. Every word, every thought sends signals to your brain, reshaping how you perceive the world and what you believe is possible. Yet 99% of people have no clue this process even exists. But right now, you're among the rare few with the chance to break free from this cycle. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. By the end of this journey, you'll learn how to rewrite your life using words that bring success, happiness, and freedom. This isn't just a message, it's the first step toward a new beginning. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every belief you hold, every goal you chase, and every choice you've made has been shaped by forces you never even noticed. It would be like a spell had been cast on you from the moment you were born. But here's the unsettling truth. Language itself is a system of control, filled with hidden meanings that keep you trapped in invisible boundaries. Now is the time to break those boundaries, to take back control of your thoughts, your words, and your life. Change begins here. Let's look deeper. Every word is a form of magic. For example, think about the word spelling. When you arrange letters to create words, you're essentially creating meaning and giving life to ideas. It's not just a process, it's a spell that shapes thoughts into reality. Now consider the word contract. Break it down, and you get con and tract. A contract doesn't just bring people together, it binds them to a set path filled with rules and obligations. While it seems to protect, it actually locks you into invisible chains, limiting your freedom. What about the word human? When split, it reveals who and man. Hu refers to light and energy. But society teaches you to see yourself as merely physical, just a body, a limited being. Yet within the word human lies a hidden reminder. You are energy, light, and capable of far more than you're told. Even everyday words carry deeper power. Take awaken. Its root, awake, also refers to a gathering after death. True awakening is a kind of death, the end of old beliefs and the script society handed to you. To awaken is to recognize the language that has been silently shaping your reality. And every morning, you rise again. But think about it. Morning sounds just like morning. Each day you wake up, it's almost as if you're mourning the loss of dreams and potential, stepping back into routines that confine you. Morning isn't just the start of the day. It subtly hints at the loss of what could be. Even the legal system is built on this hidden understanding of language. Take the word summons. In court, a summons demands your presence. But the word summoning is also used in magic. It means calling forth a presence. When you're summoned to court, you're not just invited, you're commanded, as if the system claims ownership over your very being, like a wizard controlling a spirit. Now let's look at the universe. The word universe comes from uni, meaning one, and verse, meaning word. The universe is one word, a single vibration from which everything unfolds. This idea suggests that existence itself is created through language, spoken into being. Reality is an ongoing spell, connected through words. And finally, consider emotion. It comes from emotion, or energy in motion. Your emotions are waves of energy, and every word you speak can shift that energy, directing it in powerful ways. This is why language is more powerful than you've ever imagined. Now is the time to choose your words consciously. When you use them with intention, you can create a spell that rewrites your reality. Words don't just express thoughts, they shape how you feel, act, and think. Consider the word belief. Break it down, and you get be life. Whatever you believe becomes part of your life. Your beliefs shape your reality and determine what you perceive as possible. This is why society is so invested in controlling what you believe. If they control your beliefs, they control the life you create. Take the word broadcast. It means to spread ideas widely, to send messages to the masses. Every ad, every headline, every piece of news is a broadcast, a spell cast over society. It shapes opinions, desires, and fears on a large scale. Now think about authority. If you look closely, you get author it. Those in authority are the authors of the world's story. They don't just enforce rules. They write the script everyone else follows, setting the course without most people noticing. Consider the word government. If you break it down, you get govern, to manage, and ment, mind, to govern the mind. The government doesn't just make laws. It shapes how people think, what they believe, and what they consider normal. It's not just control, it's mental guidance, placing limits on what you accept as truth. Now look at occupation. At first glance, it just seems like a job, right? But think of occupy, which means to fill up your time, energy, and thoughts. Your occupation isn't just work. It's a spell that occupies your mind, keeping you focused on tasks instead of larger questions about your purpose. Finally, consider mortgage. Mort means death, and gage means pledge. A mortgage is a death pledge, binding you to a long-term contract that controls your life until it's paid off. It's a commitment that drains your time and energy, keeping you tied to the system in exchange for the illusion of ownership. Each of these words isn't just a label, it's a spell, a carefully crafted command that shapes how you live, think, and perceive yourself. Language is layered, designed to keep you within invisible walls. But here's the truth they don't want you to see. You have the power to break free from these spells right now. You can begin rewriting your language, choosing words that set you free instead of binding you. Words that create possibilities, not limitations. By using language with intention, you can dismantle the script that's been shaping your life and replace it with one of your own design. If words hold this much power, why doesn't everyone know this? It's simple. Most people are asleep. They go through life unaware of the power they hold, repeating the same words, using them without questioning their meaning and not noticing the invisible chains. But you need to understand that language is not just a means of communication. It's also a tool for control. So ask yourself, what words have you been living by? Are they words that set you free or words that confine you? The time has come to wake up and reclaim language as a tool for creation, not limitation. The power to rewrite your story is already within you. The only question is, are you ready to use it? Start unlocking the power within your words. Every time you speak, you're casting a spell that shapes your reality. This isn't just communication. It's an ancient magic with the ability to transform your life. Think about your daily routine. Brushing your teeth, grabbing coffee, heading to work. Seems pretty ordinary, right? But hidden in these everyday actions is a power you're wielding without even realizing it. You are a creator, and every word you say is a manifestation of your life. Now let's take a closer look at language itself. The word spell is linked to spelling, suggesting that arranging letters to form words can influence reality. Even deeper, the word grammar comes from the Latin grimo, meaning book of spells. The very structure of language has magical potential, where words and sentences create real effects. And it's not just the words themselves. Hidden influences are everywhere. Take alcohol, for example. This word has a mystical lineage. Alcohol comes from the Arabic alal, originally meaning powdered coal for the eyes, later symbolizing spirit. Many cultures believed alcohol could separate the soul from the body, allowing external energies to influence the drinker. Think of it as more than just a drink. It's a spirit you're inviting into your life. Now think of water. Water has memory, carrying vibrations from everything it encounters. Each drop holds a history, a subtle memory, even reacting to emotions and words around it. So when you drink, you're taking in not just water, but the vibrations of everything that water has touched. Imagine the power of drinking with intention, knowing that every sip aligns with the energy around you. Fasting is not just physical, it's spiritual. When you fast, your body clears out old cells and regenerates, almost like hitting a reset button. This pure purification brings mental clarity, helping you break free from old patterns and beliefs. Have you ever noticed how fasting can help you break free from old patterns and align with a higher state of being? Through fasting, you can reprogram your mind, release limitations, and achieve a more elevated version of yourself. Music also has a similar effect on you, shaping your mood and beliefs. Music is more than just entertainment. It's a form of hypnosis. The lyrics and rhythms of songs can subconsciously program your mind, binding you to certain emotional patterns. This societal soundtrack influences how you view the world, aligning you with collective mindsets or specific emotions. Be mindful of what you listen to, as every song carries a message that may be shaping your thoughts. We are electromagnetic beings, generating energy with every thought and emotion. Think about legal language. It's possible to be charged in court, locked in a cell, or treated like a unit in a system. Society treats us like batteries, fitting us into a network of rules and roles. But remember, you are more than just a part of the machine. You have the power to shape your energy, to choose what you give and receive. Now back to your words. You might wonder why saying, "I'm a millionaire," doesn't instantly fill your bank account. The magic of language is subtle, but powerful. Studies show that repeating phrases reshapes your brain through neuroplasticity, altering thought patterns and emotional responses. Every phrase you repeat becomes a powerful incantation, shaping your reality. Phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," are spells that limit your life. But the good news is, you can flip the script. Positive self-talk rewires the mind, building confidence, well-being, and success. When you speak empowering words, you cast spells of abundance, clarity, and strength. There's a deeper truth behind the saying, "I create what I speak." This is not just motivational, it's a spiritual truth. Even the word abracadabra is believed to mean, "I create as I speak." Ancient traditions understood that words manifest reality, turning intentions into existence. Most people unconsciously cast spells all day, unaware of the magic they weave. They speak carelessly, not realizing the impact of every word on their reality. But now you know the truth. Will you continue casting spells of doubt and limitation, or step into your power as a creator? The magic is on the tip of your tongue. Use it wisely. When you speak with intention, watch as your world starts to transform before your eyes. There's a concept called linguistic determinism, which suggests that language doesn't just help us communicate, it actually shapes how we perceive the world. People who speak different languages may think about time, emotions, or even colors in unique ways because their words frame these ideas differently. Language, then, is like a pair of glasses we wear without realizing it. It affects how we understand and respond to the world around us. Some words carry hidden meanings that influence us. For example, the word mortgage comes from Latin and means death pledge. When we say mortgage, there's an unconscious association with it being a heavy, even lifelong commitment. There are many phrases like this, such as, "Money doesn't grow on trees," which seem harmless but reinforce scarcity, the idea that money is hard to come by. We repeat these phrases, and they quietly shape our beliefs. To break free from the limits of language, it starts with awareness. Pay attention to the words and phrases you use daily. Do they lift you up or hold you down? If you catch yourself saying, "I can't afford this," try switching to, "How could I make this possible?" Or instead of saying, "This is too hard," try asking, "What can I learn from this?" Words don't just have meanings, they carry energy. Studies show that the words we use can change the structure of water molecules. Positive words create beautiful, orderly shapes, while negative words create chaotic ones. Since our bodies are mostly made up of water, the words we choose may even affect us physically, influencing our mood, thoughts, and health. Words are not just for communication, they're tools for creating the life you want. By choosing words that align with positivity, growth, and possibility, you're crafting a reality that fits your goals and dreams. Are you ready to break free from the invisible limits of language? Start using words with purpose and watch as your world begins to change. Your words are far more than symbols or sounds. They are vibrations, frequencies that interact with the world around you and literally impact the structure of reality. This isn't just a theory, it's backed by hard science. Scientists in the field of somatics have shown that sound waves create specific patterns in materials like sand, water, and even air. By vibrating at different frequencies, sound transforms matter into either beautiful, organized shapes or chaotic, fragmented forms. If sound waves can alter matter in something as simple as sand, imagine the effect your words, your personal vibrations, have on your body, your surroundings, and even other people. Dr. Masaru Emoto's famous experiments offer a significant example that helps us understand the power of words. In these experiments, he spoke or wrote both positive and negative words to water, then froze it to examine the crystal structures. Positive words like love and gratitude formed intricate and beautiful crystals, while negative words like hate and fear created chaotic, irregular shapes. When we remember that most of our body is water, this experiment makes us think about how the words we speak or hear every day affect the water within us. These words don't just affect our minds, they can have an impact on our bodies as well. Words don't just affect water, they also affect nature. Research has shown that plants respond to language too. Plants exposed to kind words and positive music grow stronger and healthier, while those subjected to negative speech or silence grow slower or even wilt. This indicates that language, and specifically the energy behind it, shapes the world around us, including all living, breathing, and growing life forms. By using kinder words, even toward ourselves, we can create a positive environment that affects not only us, but everything around us. So, how can we apply this to our daily lives? This is where it gets really fascinating. Your words carry frequencies that impact your emotional and physical states. For instance, high-frequency words like love, joy, and gratitude can elevate your mood, increase your energy, and even affect your physical health. On the other hand, low-frequency words like hate, fear, and failure create stress, negativity, and disharmony within your body and mind. Think about the difference between hearing someone say, "I love you," versus "I hate you." These words don't just feel different emotionally, they resonate within you, creating a physical and mental reaction. The words you choose shape your experiences and even the way others respond to you. So, how can you start harnessing this power in your daily life? Start by observing the words you use most often. Are they uplifting, or do they lean toward the negative? Challenge yourself to replace negative phrases with positive ones. For example, instead of saying "I can't," try saying "I am capable." These small changes will help lift your energy, elevate your mood, and even open your mind to new possibilities. If you've ever heard of affirmations and tried them, but felt they didn't work, it's because for affirmations to truly impact your reality, you must align your words with your inner state. Language does more than just communicate. It must resonate with your subconscious beliefs. Simply repeating words isn't enough. They need to align with what you truly believe. Otherwise, your subconscious may reject them. For affirmations to work, they must feel true, real, and possible. This may require reframing or starting with small, believable steps. If you're ready to become the creator of your own life, start today by choosing words that reflect the reality you want to create. The more you align your language with high-frequency, positive vibrations, the more harmony you bring into your life. Remember, you're not just speaking, you're shaping your future with each word. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve their goals easily while others struggle? Here's a hidden truth. The words in your mind play a huge role in shaping your reality. Your subconscious mind is like a factory, constantly producing thoughts, beliefs, and reactions, most of which you're unaware of. This linguistic factory works 24/7, silently influencing how you see yourself and what you believe you're capable of. Research shows that the human mind generates up to 70,000 thoughts a day. And here's the surprising part. Most of them run on autopilot. Many of the beliefs we hold come from repeated thoughts we're not even aware of, formed over years from the words and ideas we were exposed to while growing up. Every day, this mental factory runs scripts in the background, using the words you hear, the thoughts you repeat, and the beliefs you carry. It's like a constant program that either lifts you up or holds you back. Here's a wild example of how language influences us. In a famous experiment, people watched a video of a car crash and were asked different questions afterward. One group was asked if they saw the broken headlight, while another was asked if they saw a broken headlight. The tiny difference between "the" and "a" made people more likely to remember seeing a broken headlight that didn't even exist. This shows how a small change in wording can shift how we perceive reality. Now imagine how this works in everyday life. If certain words can change a memory, think about how the language you hear constantly, from friends, the media, or even your own self-talk, shapes your beliefs and memories, whether they're accurate or not. Your subconscious absorbs these words and builds a reality around them, much like how our subconscious acts as a mirror, reflecting what we tell it. For example, if you often say, "I'm terrible at math," your mind begins to believe it's true, setting up mental barriers whenever you face a math problem. This is known as self-verification. The mind works to align itself with the beliefs we have about ourselves. Every word you speak creates a rule, setting limits or offering opportunities to break them. To break free from limitations, start by changing your words. If you replace "I always mess up" with "I'm learning every day," you're planting new ideas that open your mind to possibilities rather than keeping you locked in outdated beliefs. Many of our inner beliefs stem from our childhood. Research shows that the words we hear as kids establish patterns in our minds. Children who are told they are capable or smart often grow up believing in their own abilities, but if they hear negative words, those can stick with them, influencing how they view themselves as adults. Therefore, it's possible that some of the thoughts you hold today come from words you absorbed long ago. One powerful tool for reprogramming your mind is visualization. Your subconscious mind can't always tell the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That's why athletes and performers use visualization to build their skills. They see themselves succeeding, which creates strong mental pathways, making success feel achievable. When you combine visualization with words that align with your goals, you create powerful new pathways in your mind. For example, spend 5 minutes each day visualizing yourself achieving a goal and pair it with phrases like, "I am confident," or "I am ready." This repetition strengthens the belief in your subconscious, aligning your mind with what you truly want. So how do you get your subconscious language factory working for you? It starts with noticing the words you say to yourself. Are they positive and empowering, or do they reinforce limitations? Shift statements like "I can't" to "I'm figuring it out." Instead of saying, "This is impossible," try, "I'll find a way." Over time, these changes will have a significant impact. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about building the mental foundation for your goals. By speaking in ways that reflect the reality you want, you're guiding your subconscious to support those beliefs, creating a future that aligns with your dreams. Are you ready to reprogram the language factory in your mind and create the life you truly desire? Want to start designing your reality with words? Begin with small changes. When you catch yourself saying things like, "I can't handle this," try saying, "I'm becoming stronger." With small shifts like these, you're changing the patterns in your mind over time. These words build a foundation of resilience and self-belief. Try this exercise for one day. Replace any negative phrase with a positive one. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," try, "Someone once did it, so I can do it too." This simple habit can change how your mind approaches challenges. Imagine building a life where words of growth, strength, and positivity are your foundation. Every word you choose is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Language doesn't just reflect your thoughts, it shapes them. By consciously choosing words that uplift and empower, you're actively creating a reality that aligns with your highest goals. You're not just talking, you're creating. The journey with the matrix of words isn't about fear or avoiding certain phrases. It's about choosing language that moves you forward, uplifts your spirit, and creates opportunities. It's about empowerment, not fear. Start small, pay attention, and choose words that serve your purpose. Are you ready to step into your true power with words? In the next section, we'll explore techniques from ancient practices to amplify this even further, using language as a tool to align with your deepest desires. This is your moment. The journey is just beginning. There are many groundbreaking experiments in the scientific world that explore the concept of reality. One of the most famous is the double-slit experiment. In this experiment, scientists observed that particles behaved differently when being watched, shifting between waves and particles depending on observation. This discovery shook the scientific community, as it suggested that consciousness itself could influence matter. Now let's apply this same principle to language. Every word you think or speak is an act of observation, directing energy into the field of infinite possibilities around us. In other words, your language might be causing tiny shifts in your quantum reality. Think of words as observers that affect the behavior of the quantum field around you. The power of language isn't just theoretical. Research has shown that people who use positive language tend to have better health outcomes than those who don't. A groundbreaking study, published in Psychosomatic Medicine, found that positive affirmations and uplifting language correlated with lower blood pressure, improved immune function, and even reduced rates of depression. It's as if the body responds physically to the words we use, creating a quantum response that goes far beyond just attitude. Now, imagine your words as switches in a quantum field, toggling between different realities. A simple shift in language can have profound impacts on your experience. For example, try replacing "I have to" with "I get to." This isn't just a shift in tone. You're actively choosing a more expansive version of reality. In quantum terms, it's like selecting a higher probability outcome where opportunities flow to you. Quantum theory allows for multiple possibilities, and by changing our words, we subtly choose the outcomes we desire. Here's a challenge. For one day, pay attention to every limiting phrase you use, like "I can't" or "this will never happen." Replace them with expansive alternatives such as "I'm discovering how." Each time you do this, you're gently nudging your reality into new, uncharted territory. Science shows that words can influence perception and behavior, which means you're not just being positive, you're laying the foundation for a new reality. In quantum physics, there's a concept called collapsing the wave function. When an observer makes a measurement, the field of possibilities collapses into a specific state. Now think of your affirmations as tools for collapsing the reality you desire. By saying, "I'm becoming successful," instead of "I will be successful someday," you're not just speaking, you're aligning with that desired reality right now. This alignment is key to influencing your quantum experience and amplifying the probability of what you want. If language holds this much power, why don't we all use it intentionally? There are barriers, doubts, habits, and even social conditioning that prevent us from fully stepping into this power. But here's the key: awareness. By becoming conscious of your word choices, you can start breaking through these limitations. The matrix of words is real, and with every phrase you use, you're shaping the life you experience. Mass media operates with specific strategies designed to deeply influence your subconscious, creating a world where reality is crafted by carefully chosen words. Every word, every headline, and every phrase is like a form of magic, shaping your perceptions. Here's the most surprising truth. This influence is at work on you right now. Now let's explore a more subtle form of manipulation: framing. Imagine reading about a protest labeled as a riot versus a demonstration. Just the words alone change your emotional response. Research shows that words create mental frames, guiding how you perceive events. The media can present the same situation in many ways, generating support or opposition, nudging people to take sides without them even realizing it. This hidden use of language is one of the most powerful tools the media uses to shape public opinion on everything from politics to social issues. There's another hidden force at play, one that keeps people aligned with the dominant narrative, called the spiral of silence. This theory explains how the media influences public perception by making minority opinions seem less popular or even dangerous. When the media repeatedly amplifies certain viewpoints, people with opposing views may feel isolated and often choose silence to avoid social backlash. This creates echo chambers, where only a narrow range of ideas are shared, leading the public to believe that one dominant perspective is the truth, when in fact, it's a carefully constructed illusion. In this way, the media doesn't just report reality, it actively manufactures it. So what can you do? Start by becoming aware of these techniques. Pay attention to the language in headlines, the repetition of phrases, and the framing of stories. Ask yourself, why these specific words? What emotional intent lies behind them? Recognizing these techniques is like breaking a spell, an essential step in reclaiming your mind from manipulative influences. Here's the main takeaway. The news doesn't just reflect reality, it actively shapes it. Every headline you read, every story you absorb, is like a spell that influences how you see and interact with the world. Now that you're aware of this global linguistic spell, it might feel overwhelming, but remember, knowledge is power. You've already begun to shield yourself from these influences, and we're not done yet. There's another form of linguistic control that affects almost every aspect of our lives. Imagine this. After watching this video, it vanishes, its insights lost to censorship because of the powerful revelations inside. All you'd be left with is one crucial message. Words are more than sounds. They're tools with energy, capable of shaping reality. Let's break down how words interact with your brain on a physical level. Every word you encounter reinforces a pathway in your brain, a process known as neuroplasticity. It's not just about positive affirmations or simple thoughts. It encompasses every single phrase you hear and think. Language therapy studies show that specific word choices can change how the brain processes emotions, making some words trigger positivity, while others reinforce negative responses over time. Language creates patterns that form emotional reactions and shape our perspective on the world. Neuroplasticity is particularly fascinating because it shatters the myth that only children can easily learn new languages or thought patterns. While early life critical periods are vital for development, adults still retain the ability to reshape their minds through focused language work. Replacing limiting beliefs with growth-oriented language physically rewires neural pathways even in adulthood, proving that we can rewrite our mental scripts at any age. Quantum physics suggests that the act of observation influences reality. Particles behave differently when observed. Now apply this concept to language. Every word we use is a form of observation that collapses possibilities into perceived truths. When you speak positively about yourself or your future, you're not merely being optimistic. You're choosing a specific potential from an infinite field of possibilities and creating a reality frame based on those words. Beyond individual words, societal language creates frames that guide group belief systems. For example, media language, terms like riot versus protest, or reform versus regulation, shapes our understanding without us even realizing it. These frames are not just opinions, they're powerful tools that elicit an emotional response and nudge collective reality in certain directions. Recognizing these linguistic frames is the first step to breaking free from narratives designed to control perception. Here's the key takeaway. Language is a tool you can wield with intention. Words like abundance, growth, and joy elevate mental and emotional states, while words tied to doubt and lack do the opposite. When you start choosing language aligned with your vision, you're not just thinking positively, You're actively shaping your mind, your body, and your future. This is your invitation to move beyond passive speech and into intentional reality-shaping language. Every word is a choice, a vibration that builds the reality around you. Use this power intentionally, and watch how the world you envision begins to take shape. Now you know that words are more than just sounds or symbols. They're vibrations, each carrying the power to shape your life, your body, and your mind. From the smallest thoughts to the grandest visions, words define how you see the world and how the world sees you. It's like you've been given a key, a tool that unlocks the doors to the reality you've always wanted but never knew how to reach. Take a moment and ask yourself, what words have you been living by? Are there phrases you've been repeating that are holding you back? Imagine the possibilities if you replace those with words that lift you up instead. If you do, you're not just changing words, you're transforming the way you experience life. I want you to try something simple. For just one day, pay attention to the words you say to yourself and others. When you catch yourself using a negative phrase, swap it for something that opens you up to new possibilities. Imagine what's possible when you take control of your language. When you start speaking with intention, you create a reality that reflects your true potential. You are no longer bound by invisible limits. You have the power to break free. Every word is a choice, a chance to rewrite the story you tell yourself and the world. Remember, this journey is not about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering the real you. The power has always been within you, waiting to be used. Now that you understand the true impact of your words, the only question left is, what will you create?